Welcome back, and I'm here once again with Pat, and we're chatting about the Sony Alpha range cameras. And this video is going to be about the Sony 24mm 1.4. Let's get into this lens because this is something that's excited me personally. It's the 24mm 1.4. Firstly, I mean, the size of this lens is amazing, and how light it is to work with in a form factor like this. So tell us what's new about this lens as compared to some of the other Sony lenses or the competitors' lenses.
If you compare it to other 24 1.4s on the market, one thing you'll notice immediately when you hold in hand, as you mentioned, it's extremely small and extremely light. But it's not so light that you feel it's flimsy. It's still very solid, but when you're traveling around, that's actually another good point, that 24mm, it's a great travel lens. It's great for vlogging because you got a nice wide angle, and weight matters when you're traveling, right? So that's one thing very special about this lens. It's very small, it's very light. Another thing, it's part of our G Master series. So our G Master series is one of our premium line of lenses. So what that line represents is, first of all, high resolution. Our G Master lenses are designed to resolve at least 100 megapixels, because not only do we create the lenses and we create the cameras, but we're the foremost producer of sensors on the market. So not only do we have the best sensors right now, we know what's coming far in the pipeline because we're developing it. We've created a line of lenses that not only optimize the lenses of today, but optimize the lenses of tomorrow.
We'll touch a little bit more on that, but something that I want to mention is that these are one of the few kind of wide angle lenses. It's not ultra wide, but it's 24mm at a 1.4 aperture, and it has this amazing kind of step up ring that you can manually change, which is I think it's a great feature. And it's as you mentioned, it's a G Master lens, so you're getting that same quality optics that you get in any other G Master lens. So what's the difference in the focusing system on this lens?
So if you're talking about future proofing, one thing that's amazing about Sony is that we have the same mount, which is our E mount, throughout our entire range of products. So whether you're using a full frame camera like you're using, or whether you're using like our A6000 series APS-C, whether you're using our FS7, like our high-end video camera, it's all exactly the same mount.
And I won't mention the competitors, but yeah, many people are irritated about changing different mounts, and I love that Sony's keeping the same mount across all ranges. That's such a great point.
And then for the same token too, the future proofing, all of our E-mount glass, because it's a quite new mount, and we're specialized not only in photography, but also videography. We had our $60,000 Venice here, right? All of our E-mount lenses are designed not only with photo in mind, but also for video. That's why a lot of videographers gravitate to our E-mount system. So you're mentioning about the technology on the 24mm. So G Master, as I mentioned earlier, is high resolution, and it's also spherical lens, extreme spherical lens elements. But you wanted me to talk about the drive system. Yeah. So this is using what's called a direct drive SSM system. The advantage to direct drive SSM system is we can move them quickly, smoothly, and accurately, which will give you huge advantages when you're trying to track somebody in photography, for example. But even more important, like for video, if you want a nice smooth racking, nice smooth autofocus, that's what direct drive systems or linear systems will do for you.
And there was something else that I read online and saw in some of the videos was like in other kind of wide angle, especially when you're doing kind of astrophotography or sun flares, the flaring. Can you touch a little bit on that?
Flaring or other kinds of chromatic aberrations, those are things that you're mentioning. So there's a couple different reasons why that will happen. One is substandard coatings maybe, or if the spherical lens elements or other elements are not ground precisely, then you can have a potential for aberrations. Those are just some reasons, but our G Master lenses use a nano AR coating, so the anti-reflective coating is the highest technology right now. And also, as I mentioned earlier, we have a new molding and grinding process. That's why our spherical lens elements are very, very unique. And so we won't call them just spherical lens elements, we're extreme spherical lens elements. And if you think that's an exaggeration, if you look at the lens diagram, you'll see the shape of those elements is very extreme, right? And the reason why that is because not only are we producing our own lenses, designing our own lenses now, we created new software to simulate lenses before we build them. And for that same token, if you want me to elaborate, is bokeh in our G Master lenses is specifically designed for. So the look of the bokeh, we designed all the lenses to have a specific look, and that's only possible because of the software we created. So like from lens to living room, we have the best solutions.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. I mean, as I mentioned in the other video, I'm one of those kind of moving over from another competitor. I'll just to Sony. So I mean, I'm really happy and glad that Sony's advancing technology, as you said, in the photography and videography space. I appreciate you like giving us all the information.
My
so thank you
pleasure.
so much for that. Now, if you do want to buy the 24mm 1.4 lens, that's available right now.
Yes, it would just start shipping a few weeks ago.
So you can place your orders for the 1.4. I will leave a link of this lens in the description below, and also leave links for all the other Sony gear in there. And thank you for watching this video with us, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.